I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it. We'll do it live.
Welcome back to another fabulous episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I am Shane.
Okay.
And I am Angelica.
Why do we all sound like the Manchurian Candidate? Like just all robotic and like I am Spartacus. You guys ever watch that movie?
Yes.
No. Oh. Nice. Well, what do we got for Patreon?
The Patreons.
Patrons. Now you guys got me fucked up. God damn it.
I got you. Let's see.
Okay.
Adam Pacino, Keanu Reeves, Tony Burgess, Miles Glenn, Sam Norton, None Your Business, Colby Jordan, Jade Marsh, Uncle Steve, Natalie Tacarante, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Alec Ricks, and then, okay, so Colby Jordan again, all right?
Oh.
I slipped up and I told him that Mark had tied him for for giving the most money. He couldn't figure out how to log back into his old Patreon account. So he made another Patreon and gave more money so that he could again be the person who's giving the highest money to the show.
That's funny.
He wanted to beat out Mark.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I told him that Mark was a $10 supporter as well. So now Colby is a $15 supporter.
That's crazy.
That's great.
What a wild man.
So
I think it's funny that he just made a second one and didn't go through forgot your password.
Yeah, because that's gonna pull his card information forever now.
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Well,
forgot.
at least we got at least $10 a month or $5 a month.
Yeah.
Whatever one got locked in.
Right.
Forever.
And then of course you can't forget Colton Taser Noise.
Taser
Taser
noise.
Oh,
That's my favorite one so
good
far.
one. You know, I think he did respond to me about it the other day, because he responded in a text about something we were talking about, but he didn't say anything about his name, so I was like, okay, well,
Yeah, okay.
He probably just chuckles
Maybe.
and keeps on going.
that's exactly what he does.
Makes sense.
Gotta be.
That's
But,
what I would do.
Yeah.
But Mark, I know you're listening, so now that Colby has beat you, the ball's in your court, bud.
Yep. No pressure, but some pressure.
I got some huge
Um,
donations while I was streaming today. It was crazy.
Awesome.
Nice. Where would you direct somebody if they wanted to, spend their hard-earned money on this lovely podcast?
If you would like to become one of our sponsors, you can go to patreon.com/westofnowhere. Or if you are interested in finding that Patreon, our website, our social medias, all of our different listening platforms, you can go to linktr.ee/wokpod. It is in the description wherever you're listening. Or if you're one of our new fans on YouTube, it's all over your screen. So you cannot miss
Yeah.
it. No excuses. Go support us. But
All up in your face.
if you don't want to give us money, how can they support us? Levi.
So if you don't want to give us money, first of all, rude. Second of all, you can go like and subscribe under our fucking thing, and then on YouTube, and then also, more importantly, steal your friend's iPhone or use yours and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review, because that's how people find out about us. If we don't have any reviews, nobody's gonna care,
Yeah.
because nobody's ever gonna find it. And so rob people at gunpoint, take their phones, search it, leave a review, give their phone back, say I'm sorry, wrong person, or whatever. And then maybe don't rob people at gunpoint, maybe just at screwdriver point.
Yeah, that was a
Screwdriver
yoke.
It's less aggressive. But yeah, that's how you would do it. If you could review us anywhere else that I don't know about,
YouTube and
fucking
Facebook.
do it.
Well,
Yeah.
not
Facebook, yeah.
not
you could
review on
the
YouTube, but
page,
you can
not
give us
really.
a thumbs up.
Yeah, or comment on stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or you could go to the Facebook page and comment like a coked up stripper at 2 a.m. like Kylie does, and and be part of that fun.
Yeah. If at any
She
point,
literally comments while she listens, and
yeah.
it's
If
great.
you ever want to give us your opinion on something we talk about, or Just want to say anything in regards to the episode on our Facebook page. There's always going to be a post saying, hey, this is where you talk about this week's episode.
Yep. So
Go fight with our
that
other listeners.
being said, let's fucking get into it. I got an update from one of our stories from a few episodes ago.
Let's do it.
Matthew Perry, remember him?
Oh.
Remember he matched with that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raya, which is the celebrity dating app, and his current engagement is no longer current. They are unfortunately ending their engagement, and I found out information about their engagement that I didn't know before, that they had been dating since 2018, which
Yeah.
means he was talking to that chick while he was like,
Yep. That'll do it.
dating this girl. So that makes a lot of sense. So don't be like Matthew Perry, or be better at it, I guess. Don't get caught.
Yeah, I mean, I like dating apps because you can make so many friends, you know?
Yeah. That's pretty much how it is for
I
me.
mean, to be fair, I have a lot of friends because of dating apps, but we don't need to get into that.
Same. God, there was somebody I was talking to, and oh, I was watching a TV show, and this girl was like, it was like a dating show. It was 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, in case you were wondering. But anyway, there's these two girls, lesbians, and this girl flew to Australia to meet this girl. And she was mad because she's like, oh, you used to have this dating app on your fucking phone. Fuck you. Which she came in hot, didn't ask a lot of questions. She just started shooting. And the other girl was like, well, there's an interface on there that allows you to make business connections and like normal connections, which Bumble used to do. And I was like, oh, she's fucking using Bumble, this bitch. And it like caused this whole big fight. It was pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, so R.I.P. Matthew Perry's engagement. Also, there was a Friends reunion that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Apparently
Apparently, it was pretty boring.
Yeah, probably because Friends fucking sucks.
Yeah, Friends is terrible.
Friends is great. I didn't watch the reunion, but what I heard about it was it like didn't live up to the hype. It was more of just like an interview style, like where's everybody at? They talked about bloopers and behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, so it was a reunion of the cast. It wasn't like a show, like a pickup where they left off kind of thing.
It's where the actors
makes
are
sense.
now
Like,
in
why
life,
would
not
you-
the characters.
Yeah, why would you want to, like, I don't think I would want to see Friends in modern day. I think it's rough enough.
Apparently,
in the
they
90s,
got
but
like
anyway.
$3 million to do that. So
Each?
yeah, I know Matthew Perry got $3 million for doing that episode.
Nice. Well, good for him. Maybe he can go impress some other ladies.
Yeah, I mean, when we first talked about this story, I was like, the chick's in the wrong here. Like, I'm team Perry right now. And then as soon as I heard,
Same.
oh, he ended his engagement, I was like, oh, he was in a relationship. Okay, never mind. Now I'm team neither.
Yeah.
Now this whole story is stupid.
Yep, it's real dumb. But I like to update people when we get updated stuff, which usually doesn't happen because usually there's there's never any closure anymore. It sucks. But okay, so that happened. Also, pita. You guys are familiar with pita?
The bread, right? Yeah, I love it.
Pita bread.
The
yep.
character from Hunger Games?
No, it's actually Peta is how you say Peter's name if you're Lois Griffin. So Peta. PETA, the animal rights quote activist group, because they kind of suck, but they petitioned Minnesota mayor to change the name of a lake from Ham Lake to Yam Lake, which I think is hilarious.
Why?
Because obviously ham is offensive to pigs that can read.
Please.
They want a more pig positive name, which would be yams, because there's no death of pigs when you eat yams.
Oh my god. They're so outlandish.
dude, like literally nothing they do is important anymore. Like all they do is try to be like cool, and I don't know. They suck ass. That basically is the deal. Yeah. So the reason this lake is called a ham lake is because it actually looks like the shape of like a ham cut. Like,
Oh yeah, it does.
yeah, it's kind of neat. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's kind of funny. And they're like, well, it also could look like a yam. Like, yeah, it could also look like a fucking wizard hat.
It could
but
also
we're not
look
gonna
like
call it Wizard Hat Lake.
a chicken drumstick.
Yeah, it could it's like I don't get it. Why change the name now? Like, is that the biggest issue you guys have to deal with right now? Because there's got to be at least 4 different things that are more important than this in the pedo realm. Like, I can't.
It doesn't
think of
even
any off the
seem
top
like
of
an
my head,
actual
but-
like an actual important issue, right? Because fine,
not.
the
Nothing
name
they
it's
do
named
is an
after a
important
meat,
issue.
but like, God,
Does John Hamm have to change his name?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
his name he should be John Yam.
John Hamm. We need a more pig positive name, you piece of shit.
I just need you to be more pig positive, all right?
I'm gonna start saying that to you. I wish you would just be more pig positive. Then be like, fucking,
What?
Oh.
what did you just say to me?
Random fun fact about pigs. Apparently, they are protected in the state of Florida.
Why?
I don't know.
I've ate bacon in Florida before. That sounds like a lie.
I know.
Yeah, it sounds
I don't
super
know any of
made
the
up.
details of it. When I was building the game for tonight, I saw that pigs are protected by law in Florida.
That's so
They can
weird
probably
because
have, like-
pigs can get wildly out of control
Yeah.
too if you let them fucking run amok.
I mean, I'm sure they have imports of pig, but I doubt they have any pig processing, if that's true.
Pig processing smells terrible. Yeah. so-
Florida is very pig positive.
yeah. Well, good on you, Florida. Minnesota, get on Florida's level, I guess. I doubt there's any restrictions on fucking processing pigs in Minnesota. I would have to assume there's none, but yeah.
That's the Viking state, dude. They gotta have their bacon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fucking ham for everybody. Every man, woman, and child in Minnesota gets a free ham every year. That'd be tight. Okay, so here's one that's kind of fun. A Texas woman arrested for disguising herself as her teen daughter and sneaking into her daughter's school. So this lady literally dressed up as her daughter, and they had to wear masks at this school, so she's wearing a mask and she snuck in dressed as her 13-year-old daughter,
Oh,
mind
okay.
you, not like a high school kid.
Yeah.
So she snuck into this middle school. She made a YouTube video saying she was going to sneak into the school to prove a point about security issues at the school, and then also about school shootings apparently too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which I guess is one and the same, but more often than not, the school shooters go to that school, so I don't really get what she was trying to say. But anyway, security for sure. And she said that only a few of her daughter's classmates recognized her, but they kept the secret throughout the day. And then also, she went through all the classes. She went to PE. She ate lunch. Like, she just fucking chilled all day. And then the last period, somebody recognized her. The teacher was like, well done. You're not fucking what's her name?
And her point was to prove that security is broken in school.
Yeah, at that school. And needless to say, the school board and everybody's like, yeah, well, I guess we'll take a look at security now. I think that's pretty funny that she did it. Could have gone very bad ways.
Why did
Like,
they arrest her though? Because
Oh, so she got arrested and charged with some random shit.
impersonating a 13-year-old.
No, because apparently that's not illegal. But it was like fraud on criminal trespass and tampering with government records, which I don't understand the tampering with government records part.
Maybe if there was
because-
some type of sign-in procedure and she signed.
Or attendance.
Yeah, but a
Yeah,
school is a
attendance.
government facility.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's public, right? So I don't know.
Well, wouldn't a public school be government? Like state or
I
local
don't-
government?
it's- I guess, but I don't understand how that'd be government records. Like,
Well,
I don't know. Either way,
because it was well, I could see if that's how they're going with it, then they could like fraud in the way that she was acting like her daughter was in school, so that's her daughter wasn't, so it's fraud.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But I still feel like that's
like, truancy almost, but like, yeah,
It's still a stretch.
yeah.
They should have just been like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, go home."
Yeah, go get your daughter, you piece of shit. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
the
was-
fuck- where was
And her daughter
the
missed a day of
best part-
school.
Yeah, and no part of this article says where her daughter was this whole time. Like,
Yeah, good point.
like, okay, cool. So you did this to prove a point. What if she missed like some important shit? Like, you don't know. um, so she was initially booked in El Paso County detention facility on both charges and for an unrelated traffic warrant, and her bonds totaled $7,900. So she's got to pay what, $700 to get out.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like
That
she had a
fucking
good
sucks.
idea and a good point to make, but just went about it all the wrong ways.
Yeah, like the execution, maybe not the best.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe just
she said she even talked to the principal, and the principal was like, "Yeah, that's fucking Julie or whatever her name is."
mm-hmm.
So, maybe don't do that, I guess. And like, where my head went with this to begin with is like, oh, well, like, okay, that school might have it figured out, but like, what if some fucking real fucking weirdo does this shit somewhere else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully people will be paying attention. But I was like, I think you're opening the doors to a bunch of weirdos trying some crazy stuff.
Mhm.
Potentially,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not. I don't know. But I thought that story was pretty funny. So you guys like golf?
Not
It's the-
particularly.
It's the one sport you can watch and sleep to.
Yeah, it's pretty versatile that way.
Yeah.
So there's a memorial tournament going on currently, and the guy who is leading the tournament by 6 strokes, which I mean isn't a terrible lot, but it's a substantial one. And the purse for this cup is $2 million. He was forced to forfeit
Why?
because he tested positive for COVID. After the fact, like a while ago, he was offered a vaccine and he said he didn't want it. And so now
Mm.
he literally has to forfeit his
Damn.
chance at $2 million because of that.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That was a roller coaster of emotions.
yeah.
I was like,
Isn't that
that's so
weird?
stupid. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lost. Whatever.
Yep. Wonked. So, way to go. Fucking didn't remember his name. But in other COVID news, some 10,000 emails of Dr. Anthony Fauci were, I guess, released. I don't know. Like, it's not like they were seized or anything like that. They were just put out there to the public via the Freedom of Information Act.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this has stirred up a lot of people, and it's kind of funny like watching the initial like reactions, because like even Rand Paul tried to like dunk on this somehow, but like some of the things that people are are pointing out about these emails, the one is Dr. Fauci saying masks weren't effective unless you're sick. Another one was potential of a lab leak, or like the man-made, conspiracy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess like stuff around that, but like the first email about like the mask thing is kind of funny, because if you look at the date, it's in early February. And then like you look at like a press conference he had
Yeah.
where he was telling people not to wear masks, like unless you're sick. that also happened in February.
I
I was like, he already fucking said this.
I thought
Like,
that was
why
already
is this?
I thought that was already the general knowledge about masks is that they help keep it from spreading. It's not going to protect you though. It's to protect others.
Yeah, so I guess people have been kind of taking the fact that everybody is was requiring masks for the longest time, that they were essentially saying this is going to stop it from like doing anything. But like that's been the point since the beginning was, hey, this isn't 100%, but it's going to help. So
Yeah.
try this. Like,
And there's so many people
and
that are asymptomatic. That's why everybody has to wear masks because you have no idea. You could be carrying, you could be sick and you don't even know. And
Yeah.
you wear your mask so you don't spread it to somebody that could get symptoms and die.
Yep. Yep. So that was one of the big things. Another one is somebody emailed him, and they were talking about lab leaks, and he like responded with like, kind of keep an eye on this, and we'll see where it goes. And then another email of somebody else who sent this huge thing, and I'm assuming it's somebody he doesn't know personally because they like did this intro and they told him where he's from and where he practices and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, there's a possibility about the lab leak. And then he just kind of was like, he forwarded it to somebody else. And he's like, please handle or something like that. And they're like, he doesn't even care, blah, 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 blah. I was like, dude, this guy, in this leak, they talk about he had 2,000 emails a day, which is a crazy
He
amount.
probably
Yeah.
got a lot of nut job emails about
Yeah.
it started here. Or this,
Yeah, so I just was blown away by how quickly people were like, see, fucking,
They're just picking
This
and
guy
choosing
doesn't know
stuff
what-
to support their argument.
yeah. Yeah, cherry pickers anonymous. But, yeah.
Did you see the tweet from Hillary Clinton's daughter?
Mm-mm.
I guess
Chelsea?
I guess she's seen the tweet or the meme where it's got him sitting in class with Hillary, and she passes a note to him, and the note says should have deleted those emails.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she tweeted about that meme. She's like, whoever made this is not funny, and
That's
Kin-
pretty fucking
it's
funny.
pretty
is.
funny.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think a lot of his emails that were released, like there was quite a few of them that had like redacted sections, and that's obviously people who are gonna run with this in crazy directions anyway are gonna see shit like that and be like, oh, fuck
That's-
this,
The redacted parts is him talking to the lizard people. Okay.
yeah, obviously. And my buddy shared this post, and it was like this chain of tweets by this lady, and it was like, oh, well, this just proves that, remember that fucking crazy documentary that we talked about?
Yeah.
That, like, Plandemic, I think is what it was called. So this is, like, she framed it around this. She's like, oh, this thing came out, and everybody was like, oh, that's bullshit, and it was taken off of all these things, and blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, then Fauci said masks worked and didn't, and like went down this weird fucking rabbit hole. And they're like, the media, big pharma, all these people are lying like about what works. They tried to cut down the fucking hydroxychloroquine shit, and that's like been proven to be effective. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I went piece by piece. But like the hydroxychloroquine thing was funny because like this person that shared this likes to think of them as a scientifically, like they like science and they like, research and stuff like that. And I was like, you should know that they have to fucking do tests to prove its effectiveness before they can just say you can take that.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, how come this fucking thing they put this vaccine? I was like, because they fucking tested it. Like that. Like, I don't know where this fucking narrative people came out with that they weren't testing it. That's why it took so fucking long. It's like they had to test it. There was trials. All these companies are doing trials.
Yeah, like
They're
Moderna just submitted their application for regular use because they're still under emergency use because they
Yeah.
had no long-term data.
Yeah. So they were like, well, Big Pharma just wants to push out vaccines. I was like, who do you think makes the hydroxychloroquine? Is it some guy who fucking just like wheeling and dealing it? What the fuck?
pick it up at your
does
street
that
corner.
even mean? Yeah, like who's making it? If it's like Big Pharma, and I looked to see who the fucking main producers were, and guess who was on the list? Fucking Pfizer. Who would have thought? And like they were like, well, Trump was trying to fucking put up like hydroxychloroquine. I was like, what's crazy is one of the companies like because Pfizer isn't like there's not like a fucking it's not a normal company where they have like managerial staff and shit like that, and then there's like owners. There's investment companies that own controlling stakes in them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, one of the companies that owns controlling stake in Pfizer is an investment firm that also is one of the controlling shareholders of Fox News, and also somebody who donates a lot of money to one former president Donald J. Trump and his malarkey with the election fraud. And I was like, well, that's crazy. This fucking this whole argument that you said that fucking media, big pharma, they're all trying to like make Trump look foolish. I was like, there's this fucking company or this investment firm that has controlling stake in both the fucking drug company and a media company. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People just
So
want
anyway.
something to be mad about, dude. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I know, and usually I'm one of those people, but like, I just don't get it. Sometimes people just. Here's the dumb thing: is you see somebody share crazy shit, and then like you can look at it and you're like, no, that's fucking crazy shit right there, and it just has a certain feel about it, and I can't explain it. But every time I see something like it's a couple people that I'm friends with will share stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably not. None of that's true. It's got to be. And then I'll look. I'm like, well, sure enough, this is fucking.
If you would have actually read
either-
the article.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's fucking. You're just believing what you want. I'm like, I fucking looked it up. Like, you're just so fucking cheap that just does what everybody does. Like, I just fucking looked at 5 different articles, like, just to prove you wrong. And I'm the sheep that's going off of this random shitty pixelated picture that he passed around 1,400 times or whatever.
You know what the most annoying thing is that doesn't help the sheep is that you will try and
Giraffes.
you will try and you'll try and look up information about what you're trying to argue, and it's like 10 different websites, but they just copy and paste each other. So it's
Oh yeah,
10 websites
100%.
saying the exact same thing. So you get one idiot on Facebook that wants to make a point, and they're like, oh, here's 10 articles proving my point. It's like, well,
Like, that's the same fucking article. They just shared it.
it's
fucking
literally
one thing.
word for word, comma for period, all identical. And it's so
Yeah.
frustrating because it's just feeding into
I like the ones that are like, okay, well, show me blah blah blah, and then you do, and they'll be like, I'm not reading that. Like, what? No, dude, that's not true. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, why would they have that? Like, I pulled these articles out of nowhere. Like,
You wrote
I
them
invented
yourself.
a fake company to start producing media content, and one of those things that I wanted to do was put out fake articles, and you got me, right? I have so much time on my hands.
You will
to do
never
that.
win an argument with an idiot.
Yeah. Well, then like, well, we talked about it. I think it was still nowhere in the middle, but the backfire effect I learned about, and which is basically arguing with most people anymore, where they just take new information in, and then because of cognitive dissonance, they can't rectify like the new information with the shit that they can't let go of, and so they just reject any kind of new information. They're like, fuck or whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to
Like-
change their opinion unless they personally want to change their opinion and they sit down and they look into it themselves.
Yeah, like the other day, fucking the anniversary of the Killdozer rampage, and I was like, that guy's a fucking bitch, and everybody was like, what a fucking hero, blah 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 blah, and I shared all the facts that I learned from the Time Suck episode about it, and they're like, yeah, whatever, bootlicker. I was like, okay, because that makes sense. All right, whatever. Anyway, I digress. That's all I got.
All right. Well then, let's get depressed. You know, let's
Yeah,
really
brother.
bring it down so that Angelica can bring it up with videos or stories about dogs blowing people back to life, you know.
They can't blow you, Dork.
All right, so
Is the billboard sad?
oh no, I'm not gonna do the billboard first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the billboard second.
Okay.
Change it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So as of 2 a.m. this morning, because we record on Sundays, as of 2 a.m. this morning, in Miami, Florida, 3 people are dead and 6 are injured following a shooting at a Florida graduation party.
Aw.
Jesus Christ. Graduation party.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
The only name they've released so far, of the 3 people that were killed, was a corrections officer. He was a Miami-Dade police director, or he was a corrections officer. They haven't released it. Never mind, I'm wrong. They haven't released his name either. So none of the victims' names have been released.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Let's see, where's it at? But they
Did
were
say what, like a fight or something? Or
no.
what?
So it says here they were at a strip mall lounge when one or more vehicles pulled up and began firing into the crowd.
Jesus.
So it's just a
no
random
reason.
attack, or
Yeah, they don't.
drive-by?
They're still doing they're still investigating. They don't know what it is.
I guess it's pretty fresh though. You said this morning, 2 a.m.
Yeah. It's
Do you know
still
if it was
under
a high
investigation.
school or college graduation?
It doesn't. It just says a graduation party.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I would assume high school because college isn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess college happened already too.
But I guess.
It's like, where did you go? with
Sorry,
that?
I didn't realize it's already halfway through the year.
But I guess it's been a bad couple of weeks in Miami because Memorial Day weekend. So last weekend, there were 3 people killed and 20 injured in a still unsolved mass shooting at a banquet hall.
Jesus.
So it's been pretty bad. And then I guess
Miami.
another shooting on May 28th in the Wynwood area killed 1 person and injured 6 others.
Isn't Miami just high crime though? Like, I mean, I watched Dexter. There's a lot of shit going on.
Oh man. I mean, say what you want about masks and not being able to go anywhere, but how many shootings were there whenever no one could go anywhere?
I feel like there wasn't many.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a good point.
All right, Big Pharma, break out the next freaking.
Let's go, yeah. Everyone go back
Pandemic.
everyone go back to
Yep.
quarantine.
Court date.
You can't get shot if you don't leave your house. I mean, that's bad,
true.
but
There's gonna be so many. What's the fucking phobia where people don't leave their house?
isn't that agoraphobia when you're like afraid of germs?
That's what I wanted to say. No,
Well,
not
xenophobia is the
It's-
fear of strangers.
There you go.
It might be that one, but
There's
there's
a more
like
specific
where
one that
it's
you're
like-
thinking of.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna turn everybody. There's probably a bunch of new ones now. Ever since the fucking pandy started, there's gotta be.
Yeah,
I guarantee there's-
agoraphobia is a type of anxiety disorder.
Agoraphobia?
Yeah, it's a type of anxiety disorder. It's afraid to leave environments they know are considered to be safe. In severe cases, a person with agoraphobia considers home to be their only safe environment. I think that's what Sheila had on Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Way to go, Shane. You knew something.
Yeah, I knew something.
Well, you were kind of like half right though, because you said something about germs, which didn't make sense.
I thought that's what I thought that's what that was. Like it's like a
I mean, germophobia. Is that not it?
It's literally germophobia,
Oh, it is? Okay.
but it's
Well, nice.
GERMA phobia. It's the fear of germs. I just thought there would have
All
been.
right.
Germophobia.
So-
Misophonia is more specifically the Latin root of fear of germs.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go,
Yeah,
class.
A bunch of
Done.
fun
You learned
facts this
something.
episode.
We done learned
You're
you.
welcome.
Now you can be more pig positive.
Yeah.
Go be like Florida.
All right. So earlier today,
But don't.
Levi shared an article about how Taylor Swift's new album, or her album Evermore, is at #1. Well, if you get on
They
your
haven't updated the thing.
if you get on your fucking like on the
Well, it
computer
might be
right
updated
now.
by the time they listen.
Oh yeah, by the time they listen. Well, as of right now, the list for the top 5 does not have her on it. She's actually still, according to this list, number 74 with that album.
Yeah,
'Cause-
which is crazy.
which is-
that it jumped
There's
up.
so
Yeah.
many different lists. It's hard to.
Oh no, this is straight from Billboard.
Oh, is
And
it?
so is
Okay.
that article.
Billboard 200.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
there
yeah, it
are
is.
different Billboard lists though, because there's Billboard Hot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
then there's
Rock 100, and like
Billboard each
Well,
genre.
Well, according to our,
Billboard guys with pointy hair.
Well, according to Billboard, there's an article from them saying that the Billboard 200 had her at number 1.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah,
on
and then they didn't update it.
yeah
for some
on their
reason.
website on the Billboard 200. She's still at number 74.
They fucked up, is what that means.
All right, so we're gonna go off the list that I have until they fix it. So at number 1, brand new album "Sour" by Olivia Rodrigo.
I was
Don't know
just
who
about
that
to
is.
She's
Never
the
heard of her.
famous chick from TikTok. Her song "Driver's License."
Oh, I've heard
and
Driver's
then
License.
She had a second song, "Deja Vu," I think.
Okay.
Listen, my TikTok algorithm is fucking disgusting. So
It's
I
okay.
don't-
She
I don't have any popular people on there.
yeah. "Driver's License" is a stupid, annoying song written by a 17, 18-year-old girl that's like, my high school boyfriend broke my heart. And because TikTok is all high school and younger, everybody related to the song and it blew up. And I'm pretty sure it ended up being the #1 stream song on Spotify in history.
Dude,
Which is wild because Friday didn't get any popular. Like it was laughed at, and that's everybody wanted to fucking go hang out with their friends on Friday. So
well, so I like there's a Our Last Night covered her
Yes.
song "Driver's License" and it's good.
It's fantastic. A lot of
So
people
listen to that version.
nothing makes an angsty teen fucking song more angsty and teener than
An emo cover band.
yep.
All
It's
right.
freaking good though.
Falling from number 1 last week to number 2 is "The Off Season" by J. Cole. Again, amazing album.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to it. Brand new album this week, "Scaled and Icy" by 21 Pilots. Number
I didn't
3.
know they were still making
I
stuff.
know, right? They really need to stop. Still at number 4, the "Dangerous to Double" album by Morgan Wallen. And then
Shout
falling from number 3 to number 5 this week is "A Gangsta's Pain" by
Moneybag
Moneybagg
Yo.
Yo.
That album must be fucking dope. It's been how many weeks has it been in the top 5?
It's 5 weeks.
I just never want it to fall off the top 5 because I get really excited to say Moneybag Yo.
Hell yeah.
But we'll see how it turns out next week when we go to look, and maybe Swifty will be up there.
Hell yeah. T-Swizz.
Is this her
Some-
the album that she redid because somebody else got a hold of it, or is this all new?
This is a different album.
Okay.
Like yeah.
I don't know. She has like fucking 4 albums on the 200 anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. She really does. Maybe she doesn't need to get in the top fucking 5. She's like, hey Taylor, how about you chill, bruh?
all right.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I might be mixing.
What's your stories, Angelica?
What do I have? I have a good news story for everybody. Apparently,
What?
Okay.
we're... What the heck? Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
My desktop, one of my advertisements on one of my websites started playing, and I just heard "Welcome to Moe's." I was like, "What?"
Nice.
Okay. Possibly next month we're getting more stimulus money.
Great.
Oh,
That's what we
shit.
need.
Yeah. So this is what, round 4,
Yeah.
and what it's looking like is July 15th. Payments will start. And of course, this all
Payments?
depends on your income and how many children you have, but like around $300 a month until you've received $3,600.
Oh my god.
Wait, isn't this the kid one?
Where you only
I thought this
where you
was.
get it if you only have kids?
Yeah, I thought it was $300 per kid of a certain age, or something like that.
Let me see.
That's
Yes.
come on.
Because the July 15th thing.
Yes, you were
was
right.
like-
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, so only,
So fuck you, people without kids.
which is the two of us.
Yep.
Um
Damn.
yes. So I thought it was saying parents had different amounts and non-parents had different amounts. But no, this is only for parents. So thank you for correcting me, Levi. Parents with children under 6 years will receive $300 a month. Family with children between 6 and 17 will receive $250.
I'm getting $300 a month. What's up?
Shit.
And
Oh my.
it's, it's capped at $3,600 for young children and $3,000 for older children.
I'm gonna get $300 a month for like the next 6 or 7 months, dude. What? That's so stupid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Well, fucking, spend it wisely.
Maybe
Yeah.
on your child.
Hookers and blow. Duh.
Yep.
For your child.
That's what he would want.
That's exactly what he'd want.
Yep.
Every time he calls me, he's just like, "Dad, I need hookers and blow," and I'm like, I'm stretched thin on cash right now.
If I could just get $300 a month, maybe.
Yep.
I like how that's the specific amount. Like, yeah, you know how much? I think $300 worth of hookers and blow, which that wouldn't really buy you that much of either.
Nah.
Not a good hooker
No.
and not very good blow.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
you'd be stretched pretty thin. Get some real cut up stuff if you were trying to get.
Or you could
both.
like
Right.
alternate every other month.
Oh. Okay. Now
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Hookers.
I like it.
Hookers 1 month, Coke the next. Got it.
Big brain time.
All right.
And then I just had 2 fun facts of what happened on, well, maybe not fun facts. One fun fact and one not so fun fact about what happened today in history.
All right. Bet.
Jesus. Oh yeah. Okay. I got you.
So in 1930, frozen foods were sold commercially for the first time.
Okay. All right.
And people have been getting fatter and fatter ever since.
Ever since.
And today is June 6th.
D-Day.
Yep. So in 1944, we had 400,000 Allied American, British, and Canadian troops on the beaches of Normandy in German-occupied France.
Yup. So watch Saving Private Ryan or something.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, mainly that. Brothers in Arms, I guess you could watch too, but that's like a whole show, and that takes a while to watch. So, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
But still.
Or the Pacific, whatever you want to watch.
Well, the Pacific isn't about D-Day.
I don't
you
care.
Fucking Jamoke.
It's about the goddamn same war.
You're about the same war.
Potato, tomato, whatever.
Potato clamato.
I need
yeah,
you to
feel
be
you.
more pig positive, okay?
Sorry, my bad.
All
I
right.
I feel an episode title somewhere amongst
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I'm already doing it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it going any other.
Yep.
All right. What's our trivia for tonight?
Yeah, what we got?
Just some good old G general trivia.
General. Okay. All right.
Good old G General.
OG general trivia.
Yeah.
So, and of course, we can do point stealing.
Yeah, brother.
Levi,
Here we go.
Hello.
in a website browser, what does www
boy.
stand for?
World Wide Web.
Correct.
Nice.
Shane, what is the smallest ocean in the world?
What? the fuck?
You're so insulted.
Is it the Indian Ocean?
It is the not Levi.
Is it the Arctic?
Yeah. Did I just give that to you, Levi?
Yeah, you.
No, I
you
fucking knew it.
100% gave it to him. You said it first.
It could have been the Atlantic.
Yeah.
No, I knew it.
All right, Levi. Which Disney film features the song "When You Wish Upon a Star"?
Oh boy. Is that Pinocchio?
It is Pinocchio.
That movie fucking creeps me out.
It is
not
a little
gonna lie.
weird.
A little bit.
Isn't Jiminy Cricket in that shit?
Yeah, I think he's the one
Jiminy
that sings that
Cricket's
song,
the
isn't
fucking
it?
man.
Yeah, he does.
He's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
All right, Shane. What is the lowest army rank of a U.S. soldier?
Why are you getting all these fucked up ones?
Yeah. It's definitely private.
It is private.
Yeah.
Shane is on the board, 1 to 3. All right, Levi. What's the name of the Earth's largest ocean?
Ooh, it's got to be the Pacific.
It is the Pacific. I'm
Nice.
sorry. I swear
I
I,
know a
do
lot
not
about oceans.
think about who gets what question when I type these.
Okay.
He said,
Sure, totally.
sure, totally believe it.
Shane, what planet is the hottest in the solar system?
Mercury.
It is technically Venus.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing I didn't want to.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. I'm sorry.
The fuck, man. You're fired.
I'm the worst.
It's all right.
All right, Levi. Which country
Okay, what's up?
produces the most coffee in the world?
Colombia.
Wrong. Shane?
What?
What country produces the most coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Peru.
It is Colombia. Brazil. Brazil.
Oh, I was like, bro,
It is Brazil.
I was about to teleport and fuck you up.
I was
wrong.
thinking like I would have guessed Colombia too, because you always think like Colombian flavor.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Shane, which two countries share the longest international border?
Israel and Palestine?
What? No, that's tiny. It's a little guy.
Fucking no.
Levi?
These are dumb questions.
Is it China and Russia?
It is Canada and the U.S.
I was gonna guess that, but I was like, no, this kid's got to be trick. The longest
Yeah.
physical border. Palestine and Israel are like this fucking big, dude.
Okay.
They're like Rhode Island.
Okay.
All right, Levi. What is the smallest country in the world?
Oh, the Vatican.
The Vatican.
Nailed it.
Shane, what was the name of the rock band formed by Jimmy Page?
No clue.
Levi?
Led Zeppelin.
It is Led Zeppelin. All right, Levi, which bone are babies born without?
Boner, baby. I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Dude, I have no fucking clue. Wait, don't they have like extra bones and shit?
They have extra bones, but there's also one that they don't have at all. That forms as you
I
age.
don't know. No clue.
No guess?
No.
Shane, anything?
Nope. Nope.
It is a kneecap.
What?
Babies don't have kneecaps.
That's probably why they can't walk around.
Can't bust
Why
babies
they're
in
always
their
falling and
kneecaps when
shit.
they act up.
Well, should be able to.
All right, Shane, what was the
Chicken.
first state of the U.S.?
Was it Virginia?
Oh,
No, Levi.
it's Delaware.
Delaware. Levi, the step.
I always remember that because nobody ever fucking remembers Delaware when they're doing like the 50 states. And I don't know why, because it's the first one. Anyway, go
I
ahead.
do just because I'm an East Coast person, but
Makes sense.
Levi, the Statue of Liberty was given to the U.S. by which country?
France.
France. And Shane, which NFL team holds the record for most Super Bowl appearances?
The Patriots.
It is the Patriots.
Okay.
Nice. I was gonna guess the Steelers.
Yeah. Now the Patriots are tied for rings, right, with the Steelers?
They have more rings than
Yeah.
the Steelers, I thought.
Oh, they should have more.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Patriots have the most appearances. Levi,
sense.
what is the only U.S. state that borders a single other state?
That only borders one state.
Mhm.
Whoa. That's got to be one of those fucking northeast ones. I don't know. No clue.
Any guess?
Is it Virginia?
No. Shane?
Oh.
Is it Maine?
It is Maine.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I forget Maine exists too.
Nice.
Maine and Delaware. I'm like, I don't. Not real.
You'll never forget about Maine.
Well,
And our final question. Shane, what color is the sky when it is low pressure weather?
what? What kind of questions are these? They're so random.
Blue. I don't know.
Pressure.
Levi, do you know?
Low pressure weather.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is it green?
It is red.
Oh,
Like the saying,
Okay.
I've
red sky at night, sailor's delight, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. A low pressure system. I'm not getting into the chemistry, but
all right. Fair.
low pressure
I've been in the
system means
Navy.
the bad weather has already passed and the sky looks red.
I've been in the Navy for almost 10 years, and no one has ever said that to me.
I've never heard that either. I was like trying to think of like what the sky looks like when tornadoes are coming, but that's bad example because that's multiple pressures going on at the same
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
So I kind of walked myself. But anyway,
And yeah, Levi wins.
Yep.
Shane,
Mucho gracias.
I feel like I need to write a game with the intentions of letting Shane win.
No.
No.
Don't do that.
That was fucking. Well, first of all, those questions were super random. They were all over the place,
that-
which is kind of nice, but also, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was fine.
I gotta keep y'all on your toes sometimes.
Get out.
True.
Let's get out of here.
You get out of here. What are our friends' podcasts? How many are there?
We have a lot of friends.
So Dutch in Denver, Kicking It with the Kellys, The Remedy Room,
Yep.
No New Friends podcast.
And the Pimp Joe podcast.
Oh, there we go. And the
Joe.
Pimp Joe podcast, who somehow conveniently started to steal our setup of show. But no, but we're not offended. Flattered.
Not even a little bit.
Isn't it
A little more pimp
imitation
positive,
is the
though,
best
so
form
it's
of
fine.
flattery?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And all of our friends are linked on our website.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That's linktr.ee/wokpod.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Well, with that, fucking peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.
Later, losers.